Ciao, mi chiamo Chillainous and welcome to the last Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 video for any sort of foreseeable future. Of course, once 2024 releases, it seems redundant to return to 2020 for any reason other than maybe nostalgia. Before we get much further into the video, I want to say thanks to my dad. After playing 2020 for a short period on Xbox Game Pass at release, my dad actually bought me the full game on Steam, at which point I was able to track the amount of hours I was playing and such. So thanks, Dad, for getting me onto this journey and getting me addicted to the world of flight. I appreciate it, and your gift has given me 1,800 hours of enjoyment. So thank you very much, I do appreciate it. So this was the first flight simulator I've played for an extensive amount of time. Obviously, I just mentioned 1,800 hours and probably more by the time 2024 comes out or even this video comes out. But I honestly believe that this may have been the best flight simulator to begin my journey. The visuals are beautiful, if not taxing on the computer. The scale of the world is insane. And what I would come to know as the flight model of the planes was pretty decent. I flew mainly while hanging out in Discord and chatting with people, and before I knew it, I'd flown upwards of 20 to 30 hours and I was really enjoying it. Flying in the tiny Cessna planes was fun, especially the 152. It was much more engaging and a whole new challenge compared to the other simulator games I had played at the time, which was like Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator. However, at this point, anything autopilot kind of scared me. It seemed very difficult and extremely daunting. So I watched videos for hours and hours describing how to use the G1000 after an amount of time that I refused to disclose at this time. Using the G1000 became much more fluid. Of course, once I had got the basics of the G1000, using any of the other aircraft's autopilot seemed much less impossible, except for the jets. The jets still kind of scared me at that point. So now I have a decent grip on using autopilot and I want to fly some bigger aircraft. So from that point in time, I became an avid flyer of the Beechcraft King Air 350, which to this day is still actually my favorite turboprop aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, despite the fact that it has some issues still. But my dad and I flew the Discovery flight found in the Japanese World Update. I believe it was Update 1, but it was also in the King Air 350i. And this cemented to me how amazing the simulator was and how much time I could see myself flying around the world. It was around this time that I started realizing videos were being recommended to me of this thing called Vatsim, and seeing that they were flight related, I ingested them regularly like all the other flying content that was on my recommended feed. Creators like Air Force Proud 95 and Flight Deck to Sim started piquing my interest in Vatsim. I noticed that everyone was flying jets and I knew nothing of how to fly them, but short flights were starting to get a little bit boring and the King Air was feeling a bit slow, so I learned how to fly the Airbus A320neo, watching some tutorials on YouTube. Slowly but surely, I was flying the Airbus A320neo version 1, which was pretty bad in retrospect. I was struggling pretty badly with social anxiety. Like, I usually struggle with social anxiety. It's not a new thing, but the thought of having to talk to random people and other random people hearing what I was saying and possibly judging me and not doing as well as I thought I could, and it ate me from the inside out. But I took my Vatsim test and I aced it on the first try pretty quickly. It was awesome. But I only had information from US and Europe Vatsim flights, so I used it to the best of my ability in Australia. And funnily enough, even with my nerves, it was enough to get me through my first Vatsim flight that you may have seen in video. And through video, I documented my journey on Vatsim. From there, you've seen the journey, not only on Vatsim, but flights too, through live broadcasts where I get to meet and hang out with you all, or through the pre-recorded videos. Your advice and feedback it's honestly helped me to take my flying to the next level. And I look forward to flying alongside you all in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. That being said, I'm going to look back on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 with great memories. I met some great people. I had some fantastic times and I learned a lot. I just want to say thank you to everyone for making the last year or so of my life pretty incredible. For now, that is going to be the end of the last Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 video. It's been great. Thank you, everyone. Let's see what we can do with Flight Sim 2024. I'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Ciao.